3, 2, 1.
That was closer this time.
That was a little bit closer, but yeah, we're all right.
Slightly concerning, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome everyone to. We'll start that again.
Okay, sorry.
746 You're listening to The Laughing Skulls.
Just sit back and relax.
Apology accepted. Welcome everyone to episode 4 of The Laughing Skulls.
My name is Esther.
And my name is Adrienne.
Welcome back, friends.
Welcome back to the podcast that nobody asked for, but we're here and willing to deliver every week. We're just coming.
We're here to deliver every week.
Yeah, we are. We damn straight we are. I just wanted to say that we're just coming off of Esther cutting me off. Yeah, just had to re-record that intro because she's a bit of a narcissist. But that
I am who I am, okay? People love me.
I know. And you're apparently, what was it, 83%?
Okay, let's not get into this right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it in a bit later on in the episode.
All right, that's fair. Just for some context, we decided to do some personality tests and we did that 16 personalities one, which is
the Myers-Briggs test.
Yes. And then we've also done the dark Triad test, which gives you a result of how narcissistic you are, how much of a psychopath you are, and this other thing called Machiavellianism, which is sort of like how cynical you are and self-interested in personal gain you are. And that one's, it's a bit darker.
It's a bit darker, but we like dark.
We do. We're all about the dark, you know.
Context-wise, our group of friends, we're a larger group of friends, and we used to all have a Facebook group, and we all used to post our Buzzfeed quizzes.
Yes.
Who we are. And I'm sure growing up in the late 2000s and early 2010s, all you had were personality tests.
Yes.
Which High School Musical character were you?
Which cheese are you? So many things.
Which dog is your personality the most?
Labrador, straight up.
Oh, I'm so food motivated, sorry. Do I have a mood? Yes. Something that has really caught my eye and as something that I have been doing over the years is the Myers-Briggs test and about how much I have changed as a person. Hasn't been a lot, but I have changed quite a bit.
Yeah, you were much less of a self-indulgent, you know.
I was quite I think I would probably say reserved. I'm one of those people where I have to warm up to you back in the day. And now I can kind of make friends with a leaf.
Yes.
Anything that kind of shakes with the wind, I'm like, hey man, how you doing?
That's right. That's so true. Yeah, your overt self-love, really came out.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying that necessarily in a positive way, but just, you're way more confident.
My bad.
Just kidding.
I just have always been really interested in psychology.
Yeah, it's so fascinating.
How the human mind works. I think I really threw my science teacher for a 6A in biology because I was like,
really?
What, how do personalities get formed in the brain? Because we were learning anatomy.
Yes.
And he was just like, fucking me, no. Like, I don't
know. They didn't teach us
I'm
this
a fucking
much.
teacher, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm a teacher, bro. I still Google things. Like, give me a break. The psychology is one of my favorite things about acting and film too. Like studying minds and different characters and trying to wrap your head around other people's perspectives is one of my fave things ever.
One thing that I've always found rather intrusive is when I've gone to my therapy sessions and my therapist gets me to a T and I'm like, how fucking dare you?
fucking dare you? How dare you do what I'm paying you to do, you piece of shit? Yeah.
I'm not so transparent, okay? I am complex.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten, I wanted to always ask you this. It's similar to Heath Ledger or who else gets really into it? Like Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah,
And
he's
those
actually
sort of people?
he's a grade A example of method acting.
Do you understand that methodology? Or
Yeah. I understand
would you ever
it.
get into that where you'd sit there and you'd like
Actually do it for real? That depends. So there are many acting techniques, and there's a lot of technical stuff. There are ways, like an old school way is to sort of draw upon personal memories, and it can work like quite well, but from my experience, it can make you really desensitized to those memories. Like things, even music that I used to use to make me cry, like to bring out an emotion, I don't do that anymore. It is absolutely like concrete to me. I find that technique a little bit dangerous because it sort of makes you numb to things. It's more common practice now to just be open to listening and just really listening to the person opposite you. So you're just using your empathy boots. That's what I like to call them.
empathy
And you're
boots.
actually, you put your little empathy boots on and you try to just listen to what's being said. And if you're a naturally empathetic person, just listening to someone, talk to you about someone they've lost should sort of like make you sad naturally. Like you just have to be present. And I find that technique works so much better, and just letting it go and being human rather than trying to be super technical with your emotion.
Yeah.
It's just all like so fascinating to me. I could talk about it forever.
I find that there are those sort of characters that I watch where I appreciate and understand the complexity it is to bring a bitch of a character, a villain of a character, and to humanize them where you go back and forth on whether you like them or not.
Yes, I actually was talking about this yesterday with a friend. My very first acting coach, who taught me some of the most profound lessons of my entire life, said once that, you have to find common ground to play someone, even if you hate them or you don't stand for anything. Like if you were going to play, a mass murderer or something, you have to be able to be willing to see into their mind. Otherwise, you're not going to play it well and you're not going to do it justice because you're going to be focused on how much you hate them and you can't relate. And he said, and I carry this advice with me everywhere, he's like, at the very least, at the bare minimum, if the only thing you can build a foundation upon is the fact that you both share a skeleton, then that's what you use and you go from there. And that really blew my mind. I was 14 when he told me this, and I was like, oh my God, it's so true. It doesn't matter in real life, even every single person has a skeleton. There is something to relate to and understand in every single person. And it's the most valuable lesson I've ever learned. It made me really open up when, you might be raised in a really conservative environment or whatever. That sort of information makes you understand that we are all just flesh and bone, and there is no need to want to discredit anyone's experience or beliefs because we're all just human,
Yeah. I mean, if you had so regardless of gender and time, so it can be from any time.
Yeah.
In modern history. So when I say modern history, I mean, let's narrow it down. If it was a celebrity that we know, alive or dead, who would you want to study or pick their brain?
I think about this quite a lot.
Not to be friends with, but just to be like, what the fuck is wrong? What is in your brain? Because I would want to understand you more.
Yep. I think my number one answer for this is always going to be Salvador Dali. I think he was just amazing. He's my favorite artist. My goodness, just
with
his brain. Yeah. I would love to pick apart his brain and just see his creative process and where it all comes from. He would, oh my goodness, I'd give anything. That would be amazing. And then what about you? Modern history, who? Anyone?
Michael Jackson for me.
Ooh, interesting. Yes. Another creative genius.
Yeah. I just think that he is such a interesting character. I think that he is someone who is widely misunderstood. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of layers to him. And I'm also one of those people who do not believe that he has done the things that he has been accused of, and it's never been proven. And I have absolutely deep dived into everything about his life, about those trials, about everything. And I just think that there is some deep seated emotional issues. I think that he's a good person at heart. He's got issues, but I never think that he touched kids.
Yeah.
I never think that he did anything malicious towards those children.
Yeah, he did not seem like a malicious person at all.
He gave me hetero romantic but asexual vibes.
Yes.
He copied sexual mannerisms and like dance moves, like the things that would be like, the thing is that like he always would say that he would, touch his crotch or whatever it is, but to the sound of the music, where at the end of the day it's just your body part. Whereas for him, I don't think that he ever did anything to be like, that's going to get the fucking women going crazy. Whereas I feel like that he also was a little bit, I felt like he gave me asexual vibes. Yeah. I felt like that it's either hetero-romantic, heterosexual, but hetero-romantic, asexual, or just super reserved, super quiet. But also he could have also been fucked over so many times that he just shut himself out with everything.
Oh yeah. That's why I love looking into like even these celebrities' personality types if you can find them. It's so interesting to see who you potentially would match up against that you might not think you would.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you want to go with about what you've got and what your strengths and weaknesses are? And like I would love to discuss with you about whether that's true or whether there's something that you're like, I don't really think so.
Yeah, for sure. I took that test and it's changed in 6 years. I've actually gone from being majorly extroverted to 51% introverted now.
Oh, wow.
Which is really interesting. I still consider myself a bit of like an even mix of both. I will be the person who's, gathering everyone for a flip cup tournament and absolutely happy to be in the middle of it all and super loud.
But I also feel like that with you. I feel like, and excuse me if I'm wrong, that you also like to just keep to yourself a little bit. Not keep to yourself, but like you like your own company a lot.
I do. And the older I get, the more it becomes apparent. I really have no problem keeping to myself at all. Like I like me time, which is cool.
That's very important.
Too much me time can drive me a bit nuts, but I find that it's becoming so much easier for me now. Everyone can just leave me the feck alone and I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I'm also, so I think that's pretty accurate. And then I've got 81% intuitive. That hasn't changed.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just got like really good intuition, women's intuition. It's true. It's a thing. But yeah, definitely I'm a feeler for sure. And actually, feeling 61%. That's very true. I think the older I get, the more I trust my heart over my head. It's been a battle for a long time, but I tell thing.
Were you quite the opposite before?
Yeah, I think it was like a really hard battle because, and I still will try to be logical as well as listen to what's going to actually make me happy. But I've found that oftentimes I would make really big decisions based on logic and end up absolutely regretting it. Like taking a job just because it was the good thing to do for like in other people's eyes always ended poorly, those decisions. So
I've always been one of those people where I will have a conversation via my heart, but then listen to my head about how I'm going to make it work.
Yeah.
And so I always it's stupid, but like I try to compromise always.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A compromise is so important, but I do now take into account my actual emotions more. Then I've got judging, which is 68%. What is judging again? I keep forgetting that one. Hang on. Let me find it. We've got. Hey, I don't know what the fuck happened to it.
But that's okay. 60% judging. So I believe that you're more seeking than you are maybe accepting more than you are seeking, or also prospecting.
Something
you've already got it, maybe?
Yeah. And then I'm 58% turbulent. My strategy is always constant improvement, which is true. That's like my always to improve is my goal. And it says my role is that of a diplomat. So
okay.
Yeah, that's basically yes.
Okay.
That's the basics of it. And then when it comes to my strengths are things like being passionate, insightful, and creative. My weaknesses are being a perfectionist. So I guess that's not really a lie or just a smart answer for an interview. It's true. And avoiding the ordinary. Fucking hell, that is accurate as fuck. I'm always like reaching for the stars 24/7. And then funnily enough, my other weakness is being prone to burnout, and that's definitely because of those things.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's so true. What about you? Like, what are give us the basics and then your strengths and weaknesses if you can get them.
I am a ENFJT, so I am titled the protagonist, which I feel attacked. So I'm 78% extroverted.
Yep. 78% extra.
I used to be a lot more extroverted.
That's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did one once and it was about 90% extroverted. I rely on people a lot. I find that it gives me a lot of comfort and it gives me energy to go and talk to people.
Yeah.
Probably why I'm in the career that I'm in at the moment. I am 68% intuitive. I 54% feeling, but then 46% thinking, of which
is sort of even.
That's actually a pretty accurate thing with me. I feel a lot, but then I think a lot. I am 67% judging and 51% turbulent. So I'm known as the protagonist. With this test, we feel the need to be called to serve a greater purpose in life.
Yes.
And that we're thoughtful and idealistic, and that the personality traits are set to have a positive impact on people. I rather agree with. I feel like I don't feel like I'm a protagonist. I feel like I'm more of an all-rounder, more like a helper. I find that I go around and I see whether everyone's okay. And that's what I find that I do a lot.
I can vouch for that. I can definitely vouch, but I do think that your result is accurate.
Yeah.
Like I, at first glance, thought that I was like I used to be, but then when I really was reading into it, I was like, this is actually way more spot on for me now.
Yeah. So my strengths are that I am receptive, reliable, passionate, altruistic, and charismatic.
Yes, this is true.
And that my weaknesses, fuck yeah, is unrealistic, overly idealistic, condescending, of which I will preface and I will say that when I am training someone, I will always say, and when I say, oh man, that's a really good job that you did, I always try to say, I'm not trying to be condescending, I'm just trying to give you feedback.
Yeah.
Intense, which... How dare you?
Yeah.
And overly empathetic.
Yeah,
my empathy is quite a lot, but I'm not mad at it. And then my good lady, over at the bottom, it says that the protagonists that I may know, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, John Cusack, Ben Affleck, Sean Connery, Maya Angelou, Morpheus from The Matrix, and Celie Booth from Bones.
There you go.
My favourite show.
It's a sign. I've got people, not to brag.
Oofed.
Nelson Mandela. Martin Luther King Jr.
Junior,
the iconic Nicole Kidman. And then we've got Jerry Seinfeld, one of my favorite comedians ever. Billy Crystal, another great comedian. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah. Oh, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx.
Oh, Jamie Foxx is a legend.
He is.
Have you ever heard that guy sing?
I have. Oh, my
Mate,
goodness.
he
Voice
needs
of
to
an
get
angel.
back into it.
He really has to. It's so true.
Have you had any hobbies? Speaking on these personality traits and just these sort of have you ever envisioned yourself or tried to mold yourself into hobbies or into a certain characteristic? Have you ever had that?
Yeah, I've had that. This actually says in terms of a career path that, so mine is INFJ. I am INFJ T. That's the one I am specifically. But it says here that because we are able to find work that suits us in a lot of fields, we often have difficulty deciding on one because we imagine all the possibilities. And so we could see 10 wildly different paths, which is like it's a cool and exciting thing, but it does make it really stressful. And we tend to seek truth, beauty, and purpose in our work, and like that is always at the forefront of what I want to do. I always want to be authentic, and I want to inspire people and make them see the beauty in themselves and the things around them. So that's why I love doing a lot of creative things, because whether it's acting, filmmaking, doing photography or drawing, writing, whatever it is, all those avenues, I find myself getting wrapped up in a lot. But then they're all so big and so different. And I've had a bajillion jobs because I like to try my hand at a lot of things. Like I've done copywriting, advertising, film and TV production, like a whole bunch of stuff. It is really fun, and I think I like the fact that I've had a lot of experience and change, and like I've tried to mold myself into being just a creative in general. But it's a lot. It is like, it's really an intense roller coaster, but I think I'd prefer that to sort of one general path.
Careers and jobs that I've ever had, I have taken on that leadership role. I've seen things where, okay, what can I do to help? Processes can I streamline? That's always been my thing. And I always end up being in one of those consultancy roles.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not mad at it, but
I'm not mad.
Off the top of your head, do you remember what your love languages are?
Oh, my love languages. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can. My number one is quality time.
Yeah.
That, and it's so true. I value that more than pretty much anything else. Like if it comes to gifts and all that sort of stuff, that's whatever. But for me, it's the quality time, face to face, bonding, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm a physical touch person.
Yes, I think physical touch was my second one.
Yeah, I always need to be touching.
Yeah.
I'm one of those really clingy people. I'm not mad at it though. So I will always find something to help out.
So so the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. You're talking about acts of service,
yes.
I think. Yeah. I also value that really highly. I actually think that's my second one more than physical touch, even though, I'm obsessed with affection. But
I love affection, but I find it rewarding if I'm able to make someone's life easier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I think? I think that we should.
Do you know what I think?
We should go and talk about the thing that everyone wants to know about, the Dark Triad Test.
All right. Now, this one, was it you that sent this to me? Or did I just,
You sent this to me. I sent you the difficult person test. So the difficult person test had to do with your narcissism, manipulativeness, your aggression, and the results were interesting. I knew myself. My sister's, on the other hand, alarming.
It is pretty alarming. You don't, this was the first time I had ever done a test about this. Mm-hmm. And look, I just answered it as honestly as possible. I'm not fully surprised. I mean, we're all human. I think it's important to own up to the fact that none of us are perfect, and that is perfectly fine.
Okay. I love this disclaimer.
Yeah. I would always rather someone just be honest to my face instead of trying to be perfectly perfect all the time. That's just, it's exhausting and so dumb. Like we mentioned earlier, you got narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy.
And then overall, the average of what everyone else has gotten. Doing this test.
Overall, how fucking dark are you, basically? Oh, by the way,
yes.
I'm 20.83% darker than the average person.
Right, I'm 28.83%.
Shit. You're like nearly a third darker than everyone else?
Yeah, soz.
Shit.
So I will say 85% I'm a narcissist. And unfortunately, it's very high.
That's quite high. That's pretty high. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think I'm much of a narcissist, though.
You know, I thought I was more of a narcissist personally. I really expected a higher result. I got 73%.
Oh.
It's still kind of high. It's not in the 80s like I thought it would be. So maybe I do think, I don't know, too much of myself in that regard.
Machiavellian. I can't say the word.
Machiavellianism. It's a tongue twister.
48%.
I'm 50%, so we're almost the same.
Okay. Psychopathy? What do you have?
38%.
I've got 54.
Holy shit. Oh my God, that's where your extra 8% came from.
I thought it would have been the 85%.
All right, so
being a narcissist.
Anyone who wants to do this quiz, you can go to idrlabs.com and they have a whole bunch of tests. This is the dark triad. So basically, psychopathy is identified by the telltale sign of shallow emotional responses. The underdeveloped effect of psychopaths endows them with the high stress tolerance, low empathy, and little guilt, and prompts them to seek out extremely stimulating activities like violence, financial risk, resulting in impulsivity and a disposition towards interpersonal conflict. That's pretty intense.
Honestly, there is nothing that scares me more than people that take financial risks. Can I get a fuck no? That's an absolute no from me. No way, my guy.
I guess a risk would have to mean it's minimum $5,000 at stake.
No way. I don't gamble. I don't do any of that. I keep my money underneath my mattress like a good wog.
Yeah, yes you do. I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't know because you keep it under the mattress. So there you go. I'm not a gambler either. Not even if I was intoxicated, would I be like, yeah, let's throw this money into the trash?
Mate, I don't even do those football sweepstakes.
What? I don't even no. The only sweepstakes I've ever done is those Academy Awards days when we all put money into the pool and we see who got the most predictions right. That's the extent for me. And maybe a scratchy.
Even then. Oh, yeah, scratchies, yes.
The Live the Life. I'd love to win that. That's great. But that's pretty much it.
I would absolutely love that. But
all right.
I don't play those games.
I don't play those games. I'm not a game player, in any aspect. That's true. So the tongue twister, Machiavellianism, is characterized by a duplicitous interpersonal style, a cynical disregard for morality, and a focus on self-interest and personal gain. So really in that okay, no, I'm 50%. We're pretty much 50-50, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd probably say that we're okay. We're fine.
Look, everyone has an agenda for personal gain to some extent.
Yes.
This is true. I mean, would I take someone out? No, probably not.
Oh, look, I think it kind of depends on circumstances, to be honest. Depends what they did.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. But if you're gonna go and take, I don't know, who knows? People are crazy.
Yeah, I think it's a bit touchy.
Yeah, it's a crime of passion. I think at the end of the day, everyone's got a little bit of something in them.
Yeah,
even the most clean of clean have got to break it one day.
They actually usually have the most darkest, skeletons in the closet
that I do not fuck with.
Oh yeah, every goody two shoes I knew in school ended up being the most terrifyingly
absolutely when are they gonna burst?
Intense people. It's all about just when are they gonna pop? And my God, all of those people, the perfect ones, had so much dark shit hiding underneath the surface. But I think narcissism ranking super high is actually the healthiest one to have high, because if you had 83% you had?
85.
85. If you had 85% psychopathy, then I'd be worried. I'd be like, should I report her to Crime Stoppers? Like, what's going to happen? Is she going to pop up on my TV, after making a homemade explosion? I don't know.
I think that it would be really, really difficult, because I'm also one of those tech girls. I'm such a techie that I'll probably, I will go and jailbreak your television. And I'll be like,
wow.
Hello, Adrienne. How are you?
That's impressive. That's actually impressive. I would not be, I'd be a 5% probably annoyed, and then the rest just impressed.
5% annoyed.
Yeah.
And then can you imagine your dog Chunky, and he's just like, what?
He's like, what? I'd be like, hey guys, what's up? This is like the situation. I just want to say, not even mad. Go chuck Esther a follow. This is some impressive shit. Yeah.
Those YouTube videos by J Station, and they're like,
what? J
have you ever
Station?
seen? Oh, okay. There's this guy, and his name is J Station.
I already don't like this, but okay.
And it's one of those scary pranks. Don't do it at 3 a.m.
Oh God. Is this guy 12? Like,
no,
okay.
He's like in his 20s.
Is it good? Is it
Absolutely
quality
not.
content?
Okay. Hey guys, it's me, J Station.
Hey guys, it's
Please
Nicole.
don't try it. And you're like, yo, your
Nah.
neighbors must hate you.
Oh, I
imagine your
haven't even
neighbours, bro?
seen it, and I'm not a fan. I'm not.
He's got the most annoying voice, and he goes,
Turn it
hey
off.
guys, it's me. Please don't try this at home. We're gonna try and call Satan at 3 a.m.
And has anything ever been successful?
Yes, because
Get
they're
out.
all actors.
Oh,
And they do it for all the children.
So they get possessed? Is that what happens?
Yeah, so they'll get, we ordered this from the dark web.
Can I just say, possession videos are one of my favorite niches on the internet. Let me give you some context, right? So there was one period of time, you know how the algorithm will see you like something a couple times and it starts giving you more? Well, the Bible Belt church videos of, exercising patrons were coming up. And they are some of the funniest, most like coma-inducing laughter bouts you've ever seen. Because these are all like, we're here in South Carolina in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, and here we've got Mary, and she has been possessed, and her husband has brought her here to exorcise the demons out of her. And you see all these people, the crowd is fully there, and they'll usually have two maybe like either patrons of the church or sort of assistants to the minister, and they will be holding the person who's possessed, right? The people holding them are usually trying not to piss themselves laughing because they're looking around like this is a fucking joke. The people who are having these breakdowns are mostly just like housewives who probably started breeding at like 14 and they have just been Bible bashed to within an inch of their life. And so they're letting it out in these psychotic episodes, which is actually, it's really fucked up. Yeah, totally. I'll try to find some videos, but you watch these priests who are adorned in jewelry and they're super rich from all their followers, and you can tell like some of these people are paid actors being possessed or they're locals who genuinely believe in this shit. So there is a science behind wishful thinking where if you genuinely convince yourself of something enough, your body can manifest it. So they're not possessed, they just think they are, and they have convinced themselves they are, and they just go into these episodes and watching the things that they say are so funny. Like sometimes they'll call the priest daddy and they'll say like these really weird things, and the people holding them back are trying not to laugh because they're like, this is some bullshit.
You're like, you're the devil, but
yeah, they're like, man, you know what? I should have left Mississippi when I was 18. I should have left this town, but they didn't for some weird ass reason. And those videos kill me. And like there was a really long time where it went from the actual videos to remixes where people would remix the exorcisms, and they're funny. Yes, they're to die for. Seriously. I can't.
Can you imagine sitting there taking the time? Because you and I both know how long it takes to edit stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine sitting there and editing an exorcism?
I'd have to take breaks from laughing. I just couldn't. I mean, it's one of the most. It's an incredibly niche corner of the internet, but it's incredible. I'm honestly amazed and genuinely impressed by the creativity.
Oh yeah, feels
yeah.
You're like, you know what? Good on you.
I would love to give the possessed, quote unquote, possessed people these personality tests and see what they get.
Pre-possession and post-possession?
Yes. Yeah. That would be some really interesting shit. That's a study where if I was rich, I would fund that.
Turns out the demon's introverted.
Oh my God. I feel like the narcissism would be off the chart if it was the dark triad test, and the psychopathy would have to be pretty damn high, because these people are pretty out of control, except for the actors. You can sort of tell. The actors are in the more public forums. Like you've got local churches where they film it, and then you have like the big, stadium-like environments where these are just randoms planted in the audience to bring in those dollar bills, y'all. Making it rain.
Speaking on the dollar bills, everyone don't forget to like and subscribe. Please write a review if you like us. Write a review. Tell us that we're pretty neato.
Yeah, you know what? We're an open book here as well. It's okay to be human. You write what you feel. Let it out. Just
if you want us to do a deep dive on something, if you want us to do another one of these personality tests, if you want us to do. Yeah, there's so many.
There is actually a psychopath test too.
I think that we should do that one too.
But we won't just deep dive into topics. We'll actually physically do them.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really fun.
Yeah, we've got some physical stuff planned.
And it's not slapstick comedy. But we are here for the podcast. We are here to entertain you.
It used to be do it for the vine. Now it's do it for the pod. And we will do it for the pod.
Live by it. Breathe.
I will jump out of a plane for the pod.
I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
I will bungee.
That's what the people want.
Yeah, if that's what they want.
I'm here for it.
If I could, you remember that rotor ride?
Yeah.
In Luna Park where you get stuck to the wall? I'd do the pod on that thing. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
If people want us to travel and go to their birthday party, I'll do it. I'll do a live broadcast there.
We'll commentate. Absolutely.
Tell that Jessica looks fat in that dress.
Yeah, and Tony's gone for his 6th piece of cake and has eaten, a fucking third of it.
And I will say go king. Don't let anyone else have it. Do you, friend?
That's right.
So, let us know. And, if you want anyone to say, hey, Tony, you're dumped. Just let us know and we'll just do it. It's fine.
We will. We are so happy to be some breaker-uppers. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll air out your dirty laundry. We'll take full responsibility.
We'll do it. Or I would love if people wrote in and aired out their dirty laundry but kept it anonymous.
Well, I mean, yeah. I would think they would keep it anonymous unless they have some guts. But yeah, absolutely. Welcome to all. I think that the further we get into this, I feel like the more extreme the situations will become that we put ourselves into, but it's fine.
Yeah, and we become the podcast version of Reddit.
Yeah.
Do it for the pod.
Do it for the pod.
It's fine.
Get a tattoo for the pod. I'll do it.
Oh, man. I'll get the logo tattooed on me. I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, my God. One skull each, bitch.
I know.
So that's it for this week. I hope you like it.
Yeah. And if you don't, that's okay.
That's all right. Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Well, you have a wonderful week. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night.
We'll see you next time.
See your mum. Say hello to her.
Yeah.
And,
say hi.
We'll chat to you soon.
Peace out, guys.
See you next week. Bye.